You said you're at 100. Is there anything that would cause you to go to 99?
Okay. Um, you can try to talk me out of it, I guess.
What would be something that you would have to learn to cause you to go from 100 to 99? What would it take? I used to have cockatiels.
Yeah. Awesome.
They were really cool. Um, they like picked up pencils.
Yeah, she takes my ink pens.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, whenever I'm writing, she takes my pen out of my hand.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Does Halo do any other tricks?
Uh, she she gets mad at me when I put her back in her cage.
Oh really?
Yeah, she talks. She's kind of like a kid. She does what she wants. She dances when I play music for her.
She can talk?
Yeah, she does.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty good companion. I have epilepsy, so she
She
keeps
helps
me.
out with
Yeah,
that.
and I'm partially deaf, so she keeps me a lot of company.
Good. How do you know how old she is?
Yeah, I got her when she was 3 months old, and she's 5 now.
She's 5.
Yeah,
She's beautiful.
thank you.
I like um I like the colors.
Yeah, she's pretty brightly colored to be a female. Most females aren't quite as bright as her.
I was gonna say, my cockatiels, the female one was just gray and it had a little bit of pink or red on her cheeks, but the male was like bright yellow and white.
Yeah, yeah, she's pretty brightly colored, and she's really tame. I socialize her for the with
That's awesome.
everybody. Yeah,
And so, what kind of bird? What kind of bird is that?
she's a green cheek conure. Uh, she's this particular breed is from Brazil,
Okay,
South America.
okay,
Yeah,
cool. So, like, tropical.
yeah. And I raised her around my brother's 3 kids.
Okay.
Um, yeah, my youngest, well, my brother's middle child, he was shot in the face and killed by a
Oh,
16-year-old. But
sorry
um,
to hear that.
yeah, but I raised her around children, so she knows about kids, and so whenever she hears like small kids, she starts to mimic their laughter
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, she knows.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's really good with kids.
Right on.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, maybe I can just kind of explain what I'm doing.
yeah, that'd be good.
So I'm conducting interviews with folks in my community about something that's meaningful to them,
Yeah,
something that they think is true. And from my what my job is from a neutral perspective to ask questions that help us explore how you arrived at the conclusion and what supports your confidence that it's true.
Okay.
Does that sound interesting?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Um, do you have something off the top of your head that you want to maybe explore?
Um, being that I'm native, I come to the water and I walk around the reservoir, and it helps me release any negative energy, and it's very therapeutic for me.
Okay.
So nature is my church, and it helps me. So
Nature is therapeutic.
yes, and listening to my environment and doing that, and water is life. So without water, there wouldn't be any of us. You know, our body is like 80% water. You know, so without water, we wouldn't have trees, we wouldn't have the birds, we wouldn't have Mother Earth. So coming to the water to release any negative energy, to let go of any bad thoughts, and to help it. So that's why I come here and I walk.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can I ask a little bit about negative energy?
Yeah.
What What do you mean? It's just bad thoughts?
Yeah, like any like it's kind of therapeutic to walk and get like the bad energy off your chest, you know, because when you don't have anyone to talk to or anything, you know, anyone to help release any of that bad energy off your mind or off your chest, you know, if you walk and to help release any of that, you know, walk and get, you know, kind of walk it off,
Okay.
you know.
So you're kind of walking off the bad thoughts that you have.
And it helps, you know, as you get all that off your chest, you just kind of walk and just release it, you know, and the Creator will help you no matter what it is. The Creator's always there for you, you know, just release any of that.
Okay.
Like, like prayer, you know, it helps.
So energy is thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
It's therapeutic, you know, if you don't have a therapist, you know, to talk to or somebody, you know, because if you're alone at the moment, you know, you've always got your, your Creator or your Great Spirit or your God, you know, however you believe, you know, because some people believe in Jesus Christ, some people believe in God, some people, you know, however you uh, were raised to believe, um, or however you pray. You know, I'm not a judgmental person, you know, so that's how that's how I pray.
Okay. Different people are raised different ways, and so
There's
that
religions. I'm sorry, I
y-
didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah, that's potentially how they form their beliefs
Exactly.
and the way that they uh, kind of deal with bad thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, would you say that you, in your walks by the water, what happens to the bad thoughts? Do you get rid of them, or
Yeah.
do you just process them, or what actually is happening?
You know, some people, you know, you process this energy in a positive way, you know, instead of bottling it up, you know, and not dealing with it, you know, you process it and release it and, you know, and let it go, you know, and if it doesn't go away, come back and you keep walking it, you just kind of walk it out, you know, and just release this energy, process it, let it go.
Release the thoughts.
Yeah, and just let it go.
Okay, got it. And so some people pray to a creator,
Yeah, you know,
or like whatever their idea of whatever is a god, right?
yeah, so however they choose to believe, you
Okay.
know.
Um, is is the way to effectively process and let go of the bad thoughts, does that require um like a creator?
It's like a cure.
What's
It's
that?
like a cure. It's a good medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that require a creator?
Well, there's a supreme being that made all of this. It didn't just appear, you know. There's a wholeness in everything, a complete circle. There's a oneness that completes us all. You know,
Okay.
and it brings us all together as one people. I mean, there's not just you by yourself. You know, you have your oneness. And it's something that completes you. You're not just by yourself, right? You
Yeah,
might
there
feel
there
alone all the time in a whole group of everybody,
uh-huh.
but you're not just all alone.
Yeah, we're not like islands that
Right,
can
exactly.
yeah.
You
I
know,
think I understand what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, sometimes I feel alone with just me and my shadow and my bird, but in all reality, eventually we'll find someone with a partner. Eventually, we can't force something to become, but there's a whole tribe of us, where there's everybody out here, you know.
We're kind of interdependent
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing.
mean, we're all individuals and we all take care of ourselves. Some of us just wander around, and drift aimlessly until we do find ourselves. you
Got it.
know. But yeah, I mean,
Can you tell me a little bit more about your interpretation of a creator? Like, um, how do you know that the creator is real?
I died and I was brought back. And when I died, I saw butterflies over my eyes, actual butterflies. And I saw colors that looked like watercolors, and they sparkled. And I heard a voice tell me that it was not my time. And I felt like I was floating in the clouds, and it was cold. And
So
I
you had like
just
a near
came
death
back.
experience? Or,
Yes, I did.
okay, near death or actual death?
I died,
Okay.
and I was sent back. I was told that it wasn't my time. And I was also in a coma.
How much of this experience uh, informs your belief in the creator being real?
There is a great spirit. There is a one supreme being. Everybody believes in their own way of who this person or individual or where this person or individual, whether it be a male or a female, or you have, because all religions and all races have what this individual may look like, or I didn't see a person. It was a spiritual presence. And it was a voice. I did not see an actual human person sitting like you sitting next to me.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't what I saw. I didn't see a human being. It was a presence.
And that presence is the creator?
Yes.
Okay. I guess my question is
People want a visual. That is what people want. They want to know, what does God look like? You're not going to get that. And that's what people want. They want to know, what does a God look like? Is God a man or a woman? You're not going to get that. When a person passes and leaves this realm, you're going to cross into the spirit world. You leave this. This is flesh. That's it. When you die, your body loses 3 ounces. And that's your spirit leaving this place. And you cross into the spirit world. That's it. And what you come back as, you can come back as a butterfly, you can come back as a bug, and the last thing you see is your ass hitting the windshield. You don't know what you're going to come back as, you know? You don't know, man.
I had that happen on my windshield the other day.
You don't know, man.
Um, can, are you comfortable with me asking questions about your death experience?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, because it's the truth. I mean, I'm not here to pull nobody's chain,
Yeah.
you know, because it actually happened to me.
Yeah. My question would be, if that experience hadn't happened, would you still be just as confident in the creator being
I
real?
would probably be a drunk. I would probably still drink this to this day.
What
Yeah.
what would that do to your confidence in the creator being real though?
What confidence? I wouldn't have one.
Okay, okay. So the experience that you had, the death experience that you had where you came back, that's the main reason that causes you to believe in the creator?
Yes, because I know what I saw was
Okay.
real.
Did you believe in the creator before that happened?
I would probably be a skeptic just like you.
I'm saying, if before that happened, did you believe in the creator?
I was just like anybody else. I would have questions.
Mm. And you don't have questions now
No,
based on that
because I
experience.
know what I saw is real. And I don't care if anybody doesn't believe me.
Yeah.
Because I know what I saw. And that's what I saw.
Hmm.
You didn't see it because you're not me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never question the fact that you had an experience.
Right?
And it sounds like it it was a very powerful experience,
Yeah.
and it's influenced how you see the world. Would
Yeah.
that be accurate?
That's right.
Okay. Um, could somebody have an experience like that and attribute it to something that is not real?
They could. People have tried to take hallucinogenics
Hmm.
and tried to say that it's the same thing, but it's not. They've tried to take and compare the same thing, but it's not. Because they tap into that particular part of their brain.
Hmm.
When a person dies and they come back, because doctors are helpers of the Great Spirit, and they bring them back, and it's a gift when you're able to come back from that. Um, I believe that it's a gift to be here because my mom told me that I was born with the embryonic sac over my face.
Mm.
It's a gifted mask that I was told by a native friend.
Mm.
He's Lakota. And you're able to see things that others can't. Um, they would pack me in ice for hours at a time, for 14 hours, because I would run fevers of 105 and 106 when I was a kid,
Mm.
called febrile seizures. So I'm here for a reason. Um, and I think I'm here to tell my story. And maybe this is it. You know, I'm not a prophet. I don't walk on water. If I did, I'm scared of water. I, I don't.
Even though water is life and we all need it.
That's right. I'm scared of water that I can't see through.
Okay. I can understand that.
Yeah,
Um,
you know.
if
But you know,
so, I'm not saying this is the case, but if you found out that there was a natural explanation for the experience that you had.
they've tried. They've tried because there's been so many near-death experiences.
Yeah.
I've read about it. I've
Just
read about the
hypothetically,
phenomena.
though. Hypothetically, in this pretend world, um, if in that world you found out to your own satisfaction,
Yeah.
um, that there were natural reasons for you seeing butterflies, and hearing the voice, if there were natural experience, if there were natural reasons that would cause that, what would that mean for you in your general life?
They've got scholars that have done research on people that have had near-death experiences, and I've I've watched, all of them, and I mean not all of them, but I've watched some of the documentaries, and, about how they've you know I don't know. It's kind of creepy, you know, how some of them have, you know, how we've seen I've seen my body above me, and I saw it flatline.
Like an out of
Yeah.
body experience. Hmm.
Um, when I was in my coma, there was the presence the whole time, and the circle of light. It was like a white orb, and it was a shadow of a figure, but they never said anything the whole time. It was just the shadow of a person. You know, these scholars, but when they say that they've done all this research, and that they want to hear your story, but you never hear them say that they have personally had an experience too.
Hmm.
They want to know what you experienced,
Right.
but they never say, well, we've been through it too. You know, they want to have a scientific explanation for everything, and they want to break it down, to the numbers, you know. And it's like, okay, well, why don't you walk over, lick your finger, and stick your finger in a light socket? I want to hear you tell me what your scientific explanation for that is. How'd it feel? That's exactly what it feels like when they stuck the paddles right to my chest
Mm.
and brought me back in the middle of my living room after I had a seizure. I've had epilepsy my entire life, and they brought me back in the middle of my living room in front of my brother's girlfriend after my heart stopped. Okay? Now, do you know how jolting that was
Mm-mm.
to a 19-year-old girl?
Mm-mm.
I thought that the ambulance driver was an angel when I opened my eyes.
Mm.
So, when you have a near death experience and you want to explain something like that to a scientist or a philosopher, and then they've never had an experience themselves, and you've died more than one time,
It's hard for
how
them
do
to relate.
you, right?
Hmm.
Okay, my heart has stopped 4 times. How do you explain something like that to a scientist when they want you to break it down to numbers?
Hmm.
Can't explain that to a scientist.
Yeah. I guess. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm chill.
Okay. Good. um, the in this scenario though, you've you've been shown um enough reason to be satisfied that there was a natural explanation.
Yeah.
In this scenario that we're creating right now, um, you're satisfied um, with it being a reason that is a natural reason.
Right.
So in that situation, if you were to find that out, how would your behavior change? If you found out that your experience had nothing to do with spirits, had nothing to do with creator, had nothing to do with afterlife, um, that it was, say, like you were talking about, like with the psychedelics or whatever, if it was, say, like lack of oxygen to the brain or something, and that's what caused like a vision. If you found out that something like that was the explanation for it,
Mm-hmm.
how would your how would your behavior change, say, tomorrow?
I've been this way my entire life. My entire life, I have been the same person.
Even before that happened?
I've been the same. I have been this person my entire life. This is who I have always been.
Hmm.
Yes. I've always been a unique individual.
So this, are you saying that this experience did not change your behavior?
I have always been this way.
Okay.
Yes. I've always been this way. Yes.
Okay. You've always been, you've always believed in the creator?
I've always been this way. Yes. I've always believed. I've always believed in something. But when I met that one true spiritual being that one time, that is what truly changed me. But I've always been a very unique individual.
Okay. So that truly changed you. You
Yes,
said.
when
Okay.
I was 15. When I
Okay.
was 15, that is what really
So that's what I'm asking
threw
about.
my system into shock. Yeah.
That's what I'm asking about.
But I've always been a very unique individual.
If you
Yeah.
found out that what caused you to change was because of a natural explanation, are you saying that it wouldn't change, still wouldn't change you?
No.
Okay. So you'd be the same whether that happened or not.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Okay. So if that hadn't happened, you'd be the same.
Correct.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you would believe in the creator whether that happened or not.
That's right.
So
I've
it
always been very spiritual.
it doesn't sound like that experience affected your confidence in the creator being real, right? Because it wouldn't change anything, right?
No.
So
I
what
just
is the
had a very spiritual awakening, so to say.
so what do you think the actual main reason is for your belief in the creator? If it's not that, if it wasn't that experience.
I think, um, I think it's what happened. I think it's what happened to me.
So that experience does affect your belief in the creator.
I think it does. I really do. I really do. Because the the shock to my system of actually dying. I'm a suicide survivor, and it really opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Is there anything that would cause you to be more confident in the creator?
My friend Hannah has really bad lactose intolerance, but there's times where it's like you gotta have it.
I don't know anybody with lactose intolerance. I'm Native American, so I believe that the circle of life is true, and I believe that death is a part of life. So I support um, everything, and I watch everything very closely. So if you watch nature um, closely, whatever dies comes back to life, even in nature.
Okay. Are you comfortable putting yourself on a scale from 0 to 100, the confidence level you have that the creator is real?
Yes, I am.
What number would you put yourself on that scale?
From
From 0 to 100?
100.
100, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that would, even though you're at 100, is there anything that would cause you to go higher than that?
Sorry,
That's okay.
my music. Oh my god! I'm surprised Halo didn't start dancing.
So you're at 100 now. Is there anything that would cause you to be even more confident that the creator is real? Is there anything that you could learn?
There's always something to learn. You can never know everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have an example of something that would cause you to be more confident in this?
I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
It's kind of weird because you're at 100.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's kind of a weird question to ask.
Yeah.
But is there any room to be more confident in this?
You can always be confident in what you know.
Is there a way
Yeah.
to raise your confidence in this?
I mean, it's always good to be confident in the things that you know. I mean, it's always good to be confident in how you feel. It's always good, but it's always good to educate yourself. And no matter what you know, or the things, that's why I walk in nature. And that's why I always try to be an adventurous person, and I try to teach myself new things. It's like with Halo. Um, she's part of the great creator, and I trained her to be this way, so I could carry her with me no matter where I go. There's not very many people, you know, and I actually, um, you know, taught her to be like this, because, uh, if I could, I'd be carrying a hawk with me,
Mm-hmm.
but
That'd be cool.
she's an amazing companion, she's part of the great creator, her colors are fascinating, she's color of the trees, and she's got blue on her, the color of the sky, and the red is like the color of fire, and the on her chest is like the color of the sunset, and there's a reason why I have her,
Is there anything that's not the
confidence.
creator?
No, nothing. It's
Everything is the creator?
Everything is the creator, and the creator is everything.
Okay.
It's the bugs
Everything.
and the sun and the trees and the grass and the water and the soil. There's everything. It's the air, it's the elements. There's everything that you see, hear, feel, smell, touch. Is the great spirit, is the creator.
Are you the creator?
No. No, I'm not.
Okay,
The
so that's an
creator is God. And everybody's got a different word for the creator. He's the great spirit. He's God. Some people call him Lord. Some people call him Jehovah. Some people call him, they have different names for him
Uh-huh.
in different religions.
Is everything the creator?
Everything, it's a circle,
Everything is the creator, but you're not.
No, I'm a human being. I'm a person.
Okay. So you're an example of something that's not the creator.
Right. Right. He made me. He, she,
Okay.
mother, grandfather.
So there are things that are not the creator.
Right. The creator made us as people.
Okay.
I'd be crazy if I sat here and said, yes, I'm the creator. Why don't you worship me?
Okay.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Do I look like a great spirit?
I mean, that's debatable.
Come on now. Do I look like Jim Jones?
I was just trying to understand better, because at first you said everything's the creator.
No. It's
So
a great spirit in the sky.
Okay. And so Halo is not the creator.
No, she's something that he created.
Okay.
She, he.
So there's a creator, and then there's stuff that's not the creator.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Created all of this that we are supposed to take care of.
Got it.
Yeah.
Do you have time for a couple more questions?
Sure.
You said you're at 100. Is there anything that would cause you to go to 99?
Okay. You can try to talk me out of it, I guess.
What would be something that you would have to learn to cause you to go from 100 to 99? What would it take?
People need to start taking care of Mother Earth. I believe that 100%. Because if they don't, she's going to fall apart.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way for you to tell if you were wrong about this?
We need to save Mother Earth. John Lennon had a plan, and they shot him for it. Yeah.
Which she wants so badly. I think I kind of.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for doing the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
I hope that everything goes really good, and I hope a lot more people give you an interview.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
It's really coming down. Do you have something in mind?
Halo, tell him he needs to get some bird food.
I know. I've got dog treats.
Yeah.
But I don't think that.
To feed the ducks.
You know what? Does Halo like sunflower seeds?
She can't have salt. Anything, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Salt is bad for birds.
Well, you're welcome to have some, and you can
Awesome. I'll take the salt off for her.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. That way.
See, look at her. She already knows. She hears the bag crinkling. She knows what's up. Yeah, tell him. Have some? Yeah. Yeah, have some? There you go.
There you go.
She's going to taste it first. Yeah, what's that?
Gotta try it out, huh?
You want it?
There we go.
Yeah, she's going to eat it.
Oh.
Spit it out.
Oh well. Cool. Well, thanks again.
Yeah, you go feed the birds.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. We got to save this country.
It's really coming
Yeah.
If you see me again, you're welcome to explore something else.
Yeah.
I'm down here pretty often, and I'm hoping to get some more interviews before all the rain starts coming. So,
Well, that's cool. This is a beautiful place. I love that all the native people are up here. And I like that everybody's trying to pull together and save everybody.
Yeah.
Now we just got to get all these people that are strung out. We need to get them on the red road.
Yeah, it's works a lot better um when people have empathy and compassion and can work together.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've noticed, you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. Some of them are just kind of zombified.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to think about.
Mhm.
And one thing that I've been kind of, and maybe you can help me with this, is like how much choice do they actually have?
Some of them have actually given up on themselves and just when they've given up hope, their souls have just kind of left. They just don't care anymore. And when they don't care anymore, you know, that's the sad part.
Yeah.
You can look in their eyes and they have no faith or hope anymore. You know. So I've watched I've watched it, and they just kind of have like a bottomless pit, you know, and it's sad.
Yeah. I often wonder, like, how likely it is that they have any choice at all.
Well, you know, it's kind of like filling up a bucket that has a hole in it,
Mm.
and eventually you just get tired of dumping water in a bucket that has a hole in it. You're just kind of walking around with a bucket with, because these people, they just stand there with their hand out, and you're just filling it up, and they're just hopeless, and if they don't care, and they just keep coming back for more, and you see them, and they're, why don't you get a job? That's what I ask them. You keep coming, like the gospel mission over there. They discriminated against me because I was a Native American. And they told me, and I was there helping them. And they told me not to come back there. They didn't tell me why. They, and you have to give a person a reason why. You know, they didn't tell me why, but I knew why, because I know the people there. I know all of the people there. So I've given them money. I've donated to them. I've volunteered there. So um, I look in these people's faces on a daily basis, and they come in, and they're strung out on meth, and they're strung out on heroin, and they sit in the parking lot and they do these drugs every day, and they don't try to get jobs, and they don't try to help themselves, and it just leaves me dumbfounded. And I've even asked them, why don't you go to this place over here and get a job? And they'd rather sit and do dope all day. And they don't even try.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, how much choice do they actually have?
And they can't. You can go to a rehab and get clean. And they have Section 8. And then they'd rather go and they'd rather sleep in the shelter and sit and get high. And they'd rather live a life like that than have a life and get their kids back. I just don't understand. You know? I just don't understand. They'd rather have people hand them something for free than to work for it and be proud of themselves. I mean, I understand that you've got problems, okay? Well, so does everybody else. You know, we got to pay bills. You know, we have to pay a phone bill. We've got to make a car payment. But don't sit here and have somebody feel sorry for you because you're addicted to heroin or you're addicted to drugs. Get a life and make a living.
Well, enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the summer, I guess, that we're having, huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. But like I was saying, if you see me again and you want to explore something else, feel free to have a seat. And
Yeah, sorry. That was just a rant.
no, you're fine.
Yeah, the drug addiction is bad here.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we'll see you around.
All right. Well, you have a wonderful day.
You as well. What was your name again?
I'm Jenny.
Jenny. David.
This is Halo. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jenny. That's Jenny.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Thanks again.
Have a blessed day.
See ya.